Hi everybody! No more laughing, no more fun. Our meeting has begun. Welcome to the 88th meeting of our Vegetarian Club. We are in luxuriously taken care of cat that I ever knew. We protected her from all of the elements. We protected her from dogs. We wouldn't let any dogs in. She costs about $112 a month in food and the very finest kitty litter, and she was most fat. Press the red button.
Red button's pressed.
Is it recording?
It's recording.
Have a chair.
I will join you.
And the green gloves are where?
Next to you here.
Thank you.
5.
Stand by, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hi, everybody. No more laughing, no more fun. Our meeting has begun. Welcome to the 88th meeting of the Glendora Vegetarian Club. We are in year 7. And this is my friend Cassie. Hi, Cassie.
Hello, Glendora. Thank you for having me on your show.
My pleasure, Cassie. Cassie, would you read something out of Powerful Vegan Statements or look it up? And in the meantime, I'll sing a theme song while you're looking it up. Do you know where Powerful Vegan Statements is? Where did we put that?
They're right here.
Yes, that's by Jay Dinshaw. So go ahead, you pick out a statement and I'll sing one of our theme songs. This one is written by St. Francis Assisi, who loved the animals.
Will we be doing this at the same time, or shall you go first and I'll go second?
Let's see, how does this go? All creatures of our God and King, lift up your hearts and let us sing. Just be kind, stop the cruel. Thou cows and pigs, leave them alone. The horses, hens, and turkeys too. Save the fish, one with God. Just be kind, stop the cruel. Hallelujah. Do you need more time, honey?
I'm all set. You luckily bookmarked one for me already by Joy Gross. And it says, "A Joy to be Vegan" by Joy Gross. She writes, "I first met Jay as an
Jay
ANHS,
Dinshaw, the founder of the American Vegan Society.
American Vegan Society, at the ANHS conference. I took the train from St. Louis for 3 days to Los Angeles in 1956. After the conference, I was invited to the home of a couple who were vegan. Jay was there too, so that's really where we got to talking about veganism. A bunch of us hung out as friends, just people getting to know each other. At that time, it was still unknown that dairy products are bad for our health. It was assumed they were good and necessary. Although most of us natural hygienists followed the ideas of eating predominantly raw plant foods and utilizing food combining principles, some of us liked to include dairy products. Jay had been lacto-vegetarian and questioned what happens in the dairy industry. His trip to a slaughterhouse the following year, in 1957, made him become vegan. He could no longer drink milk after knowing, seeing and smelling spent dairy cows being slaughtered just like those raised for meat.
That's good.
Jay was one of the first people who was into vegan aspect of things. He worked towards getting the ethical side into our movement. He was a big presence at the natural hygiene conferences.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Then I will sing another theme song, honey.
Great.
And could you find us a passage from Mary Lawrence, Go Vegan with Me?
Sure.
All right, let me think of my hymn. Come, ye thankful people, come. Raise the song on harvest home. All is safely gathered in, ere the winter storms begin. God our Maker doth provide, for our wants to be supplied. Come to God's own temple, come. Raise the song of harvest home. That is so true, people. God our Maker does provide, for our wants to be supplied. Pray about that throughout the day, honey. God our Maker doth provide, for our wants to be supplied. I will tell you truthfully and honestly now at 91 years old, there has never been anything I wanted in life that I never got.
That's incredible to hear. Still
Really?
looking for Mary Lawrence. That's a talent that you hold. You are able to set your intent and follow through and get what you were working for
Yeah?
91 years.
Yeah. Read it to us.
Well, I can't find Mary Lawrence in this book, but I did find Jay. Jay actually wrote a part in the book as well called The Pillars of Ahimsa. Am I saying that right? A-H-I-M-S-A?
Oh, ahimsa.
Ahimsa?
Ahimsa. That's the Indian word for harmless.
Ah, harmless. That's fun.
Yes.
All right. So ahimsa is the Sanskrit word for non-killing, non-injuring, and non-harming, far from mere passiveness. It is a positive method for meeting the dilemmas and decisions of daily life. We term it dynamic harmlessness, which encourages nonviolent action to create positive changes. Ahimsa is the compassionate way of life.
Yes, it is.
It was the guiding light of Mahatma Gandhi, which enabled the great soul to marshal the love force necessary to liberate his nation and some 400 million people. Ahimsa was personally advocated by Dr. Albert Schweitzer, who noted that it encompasses the concept of reverence for life.
Albert Schweitzer, yes. Albert Schweitzer was a doctor who lived in Germany, and he gave up his life to go to Africa to take care of the people. Do you know more about it than I do?
I don't.
And to take care of the people there. And he was, of course, vegetarian. And of course, Gandhi definitely was.
Yeah, and the 6 pillars of dynamic philosophy for living modern life in a more meaningful manner are built on each of the letters of Ahimsa. A for abstinence from animal products.
Abstinence.
H, harmlessness with reverence for life.
Harmlessness.
Integrity of thought, word, and deed.
Integrity.
Mastery over oneself.
Mastery.
Service to humanity, nature, and creation. And advancement of understanding and truth.
That's nice.
It is nice.
Now, Cassie, dear,
Yes.
go back to my dear friend Mary Lawrence and go back to her book and find us something nice to read.
Mary Lawrence.
Yeah.
There
Now,
she is.
I will sing our third theme song. This is such a sweet song. I know you love it. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Ah, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with you. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let peace begin on earth, and let it begin with you. Let this be the moment now. Something about and every step I take to live each hour in peace completely. Harmony, let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let it begin with us. I need your help, okay? Help me. I need your help to live in peace the way I should. Are we ready, Miss Cassie?
Well, I have a question for you before I read something. Mary Lawrence has this Eat Vegan With Me book that we'll be reading from, and there are two things I want to read. The first is the perfect pancakes, perfect vegan pancakes, and the second is more of a life coaching blurb about managing emotions and maintaining balance. So I wanted to defer to you and ask, which would you rather hear more about? Cooking pancakes or managing emotions? Cooking pancakes?
Yes.
That's the one. Alright, so the perfect pancakes makes 8 to 9 pancakes. This is my Sunday morning treat, especially after shoveling snow or raking leaves. Mary Lawrence makes these pancakes by mixing all the dry ingredients together in a large bowl, including 1 cup of all-purpose flour, or substitute all-purpose gluten-free flour, plus 1/2 teaspoon of xanthan gum, 2 teaspoon baking powder, not soda, 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 cup unsweetened almond milk, 2 tablespoons agave syrup, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 1 tablespoon coconut oil melted, and 1/2 cup chopped pecans. I must say the tablespoon of coconut oil I love to cook with, that's my favorite thing. I made vegan raspberry dark chocolate molasses cookies for Christmas using coconut oil and pomegranate molasses, and it was absolutely amazing. It was a little off vegan, it was more vegetarian, but it worked.
Hooray, Mary Lawrence!
Yes, Mary Lawrence says when melted and the pan is hot, use a 1/4 cup measuring cup to scoop batter onto the pan for each pancake, and then cook for 3 to 5 minutes on the first side or until the bottom is golden brown and edges are dry. And then cook another 2 to 3 minutes on the second side. So it should be an easy treat to make quite quickly. And she has some variations listed, including the pumpkin pecan pie pancakes, apple cinnamon walnut,
Thank you, Julia Chow.
banana chocolate chip, and blueberry buckwheat. You're welcome. I love food.
All right. I have some stats to read them. And would you read next from our textbook?
Our textbook, sure thing. Vegan living.
Stats, folks. I told you we are in year 7 of the Glendora Vegetarian Club. I want you to know how much money we have spent in donations to animals and in the vegan food that we fed to .com Cat, who went to heaven at 105 years old, 15 years her years, 7 years per cat year, isn't it? And all of her expensive Fresh Step kitty litter. We spent about $112 a month on her food, her vegan food that came from Wisconsin and also came from the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Schenectady, Guilderland. Her brewer's yeast, no, it wasn't brewer's yeast, it was nutritional yeast that came from Honest Weight, $7 for about this much. But we made sure she had the best, and that she was protected, and that she didn't go out where anybody could hurt her, or where she could hurt anybody. Keep your pets inside. If I'd kept Chauncey Cat inside, he might be alive today. I don't know who took our Chauncey Cat. You remember the red-headed cat, that beautiful orange cat? He had my telephone number on his neck. And if a person took him, that person did wrong. That person should have taken that telephone number and called us. Well, our dear .com cat left 3 months ago. Do you realize that? Already a quarter of a year. We are voraciously using up our time. Here it is, the end of July, and day after tomorrow's August. Okay, some more things. The total money spent is very close to $32,000. Do I wish I'd spent it otherwise? I don't know. And the number of hours that we have spent on it, 2,000, Glendora Vegetarian Club. And the number of pages of record is 900. Madeline Chapin says that's enough to paper a house. I think tomorrow night I would like to go to the vegan restaurant in Pittsfield. So if you come to 45A Elm Street and we'll all go to Pittsfield together. I'll wait for you until 10 after 6. How much of their meals are? About $12, which I think is very high. Okay, Kathy is ready now with her textbook, vegan textbook.
Here it is. So I actually found 3 articles that are super interesting and something that I think about a lot actually as an athlete myself and someone who's kind of played with the vegetarian diet multiple times and has tried to go vegan, but it's extremely difficult, so props to you for doing that. So what I'm looking at right now is an article in the textbook specifically about vegan athletes. And something I didn't know that I found pretty interesting is that, as many people know, vegan diets are lower in fat than other kinds of vegetarian and animal-based diets. Evidence exists that due to their low fat and high carbohydrate diet, vegans have higher metabolic rates than people who consume animal-based foods. The higher metabolic rate means you're burning calories faster, which is good for weight loss.
Yeah.
As you age, your basal metabolic rate, BMR, steadily decreases. And when you're young and strong, your BMR is very high. Then as you get older, you lose lean body mass, which in turn slows down our BMR. The more lean body tissue you have, the higher your BMR. The more fatty body tissue you possess, the lower your BMR. You can raise your metabolic rate by getting regular vigorous exercise and consuming a healthy vegan diet. But I am someone who subscribes to that idea, but something that women are definitely lacking with a vegan diet is iron supplements. And if you're an athlete, you lose iron quite often through your sweat. So something that I also found interesting in this textbook was, they emphasized getting plenty of iron for your blood. Because that does play an important function in the amount of oxygen that is fed to your cells, as well as the carbon dioxide that is released and eliminated from your body. Iron is an essential part of hemoglobin, the oxygen-carrying component of your blood, and this precious metal iron is found in 2 forms. Heme iron, which comes from animal-based sources, and non-heme iron, which comes from both plant and animal-based sources. So you can get that through spinach and dark greens, for instance, to make up for the difference in iron. Or you can take iron supplements if you're an athlete, because you won't be getting the high iron that you would get through animal products. And with that oxygen, also for athletes to remember is important, decreasing your cell function would also lead to not having your nerves functioning correctly. So it's important to keep up your vitamins like B12, which is really prevalent in nature and in soil. And once we get it all naturally, eating foods fresh from the soil with a little bit of dirt is actually a good thing.
So all right already.
So eating dirt is okay.
I say the bottom line is fruit, nuts, grains, vegetables. And you say, Glendora, you asked me what I eat. Okay, I'll tell you, it's very simple. A fresh fruit, this morning it was a clementine, blueberries, cherries, banana, fresh fruit. Second one is Triscuits. Only 3 ingredients Triscuits: wheat, water, and salt. Solid protein. With tomato juice this morning, and sometimes it's V8 juice. The third thing is the nut fruit shake. It's in the blender. Pineapple juice, cashews, makes it nice and creamy.
My 2 favorites.
Oats, old-fashioned oats now, not these quick oats. And 2 bananas. That's the nut fruit shake. And then a lovely vegetable, just lightly cooked with a little bit of salt, pepper, and vegetable.
Yummy. I love some shakes in the morning. I do a mango pineapple tropical smoothie. Because I'm not vegan. I use yogurt and chocolate whey protein.
Ooh!
Sometimes I'll make a peanut butter and jelly smoothie.
Yogurt,
Strawberries,
of course.
chocolate whey, and some peanut butter. Just like a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Stay away from yogurt. That belongs to the little baby goat. Do not steal it from him. God gave the baby goat that yogurt, that milk, and it's his. And they take the little baby goat away from his mother and skinny him and eat him. And then the mother has to be milked for her milk to be sold for money. Tainted money. 20 pieces of silver or 30 pieces of silver. Dear Cassie, what does this say?
This is the Glendora Vegetarian Club expense sheet.
It's what, dear?
It's your Vegetarian Club expense sheet.
Oh, we covered that, didn't we, Cassie?
I think so.
Yes, thank you, dear.
That was your stats of the day.
And this sweet letter, is it from, tell them folks about it, would you?
Yeah, sure. So this is, who's this addressed from? Oh, Joe Cronin. Joe Cronin wrote a very nice
Joe Cronin,
letter
Long Island,
from Long Island,
Veterans Home.
hoping that you're doing very well. He's hoping to see you soon, and
Watch his channel, a chat with Glendora out there on
he misses you highly.
channel 20 and channel 1, what's the other one? Thank you, hon.
Yeah, no worries.
Was there a picture on there that?
No picture.
Mm-hmm.
Glendora Buell. This is from Bob Krajik. And it's just the front of an envelope here from Mr. Bob. Oh, is this the inside?
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is from Amanda. Amanda Buell, RCA Development Staff. Got it. Here we go. Do you want me to read this, or?
Well, is it Germaine? We're doing our correspondence.
Yeah. She's just saying that, you know, she's taking care of God's earth and her congregation is about the environment. You know, conceiving creation with care.
God's Earth. Who's it from, dear?
This is from Amanda Buell. Or Buell.
Okay, hon.
Lovely woman.
Mm-hmm.
Reformed Church of America.
What is that?
This is an oatmeal cookie eats vegan
Oh, folks,
vegan cookie.
I buy cookies from the Family Dollar. They're $1 a package, and there's 18 cookies. Oh, no. It could be 36? No. It's 8, 16, 24. That's a dozen, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they're $1 a piece. I bring them home, and I put them in the toaster oven, and I burn them just a little bit so that people will think I made them, that they're homemade.
Genius.
And they've got so many nice flavors: sugar, oatmeal, coconut.
They got some cinnamon in them too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And they're very tasty. And guess what? They're vegan.
And iron.
They're vegan.
And they're vegan.
And I've been paying $4 and $5 for a package of cookies from Honest Way to get vegan cookies. And here these are at Family Dollar for $1.
There we are. I inspected it thoroughly. They look like great cookies. I wish I tried one.
Now, what's this? Do I have any other letters, honey? Can you dig in there and see if there's any other letters?
We have 2 more. Oh, 4 more. 2 more hiding.
Thank you.
Oh, 5 more. There's a bunch we're hiding. We got a bunch. This is a bunch of bananas. Claudia B. Cunningham sent you nice
Claudia
letter.
Cunningham and her pal Margaret Ann, when they were tiny girls together, they were girlfriends and they used to watch the SS Glendora side by side.
Nice letter.
Now they come and bring me dinners. They brought me a dinner from Masala. Now the next one they're going to bring to me is from Honest Way. They offered to take me out to dinner and I was very rude. I said, gee, could you bring it in to me? Isn't that awful? And they were going to bring it in from somewhere. Oh, from Skodak Diner, which is not that friendly toward vegetarian meals. And I said, could you go to Asala where they had vegetarian bowls? And they did. You know, that's a great idea. They walked in here with bags full of food, put it out on the table in the hat room. We had the most delicious meal. And I look around and I don't see any dishes anywhere.
That's the best part.
I don't see any paper products anywhere. That's the nicest way to entertain somebody. They had picked it all up and put it in their bags and ready to leave. That's Margaret Ann and Claudia Cunningham. Thanks. What else you got, hon?
Mr. Wayne Collins,
Oh, what did he say?
our favorite man and singer of the Glendora song. Do you want to read what he says? You took
Oh,
the
yes.
envelope away. Oh, you took it away from me. You can take this one. This one can come back. Mr. Wayne Collins writes to Greg. Not to you, I'm sorry, but he writes to Greg. We miss him very much. Hello, Greg. When I spoke with Glendora over the weekend, she asked me to send you this memo pertaining to her documentary. Yay. It appears that only the first half is available on YouTube. She can be seen talking with Sandy as well as on the Pat Gormley show and also on her first interview with me. It appears to stop at this point. Pat's great. We talked to Pat. Took her a while to get the Pat Gormley show, but thanks to Glendora's persistence, she was up and running. Beautiful woman. He continues to write, I could not find the second interview she did with me or any of the telephone interviews when I would type in Glendora with Wayne Collins. All I would get is the first interview.
Wayne, I just do not have the vitality to go through 5,000 shows and find that documentary on the SS Glendora. I'm
Perhaps.
sorry that it's missing from the internet. Go back and look again.
It's an Easter egg hunt. Someone will find it.
Did you say this one's red?
That one was already read. Yep. From Claudia. We had a cute little story about her. This one...
All right. Do you see any other correspondence?
Yeah, we got some cards in here. We have some happy day cards with a nice
Here, help
picture
yourself.
of a pretty flower. There we go.
Pretty flower.
Pretty flower. Pretty card.
That's amazing how God makes flowers. The color, the design, the shape, the purpose, reproduction. This is one of the great things you do, God. Who is God? I don't know, but I know how I can understand God by helping others. I worship helping others. That's my God.
That's a good one.
And it extends all over, you know. You're part of it. You're part of it. These are all my friends. This is my friend, this is my friend, you're my friend, the camera's a friend. We're all working together to do what? To move the universe forward, to keep it going and growing and glowing. And do good things all day long.
Thanks.
Let me think of one. Breathe on us, breath of God, till we are wholly thine, until this earthly part of us glows with thy spirit divine.
Beautiful. Divine. Whimsically divine you are.
Dear Cassie,
Yes.
what is this? Is it the Folsom Bulletin or something? Hey,
Yeah. This is the Folsom Folsom Bulletin.
Are the jokes in there?
No jokes.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I think there are a lot of jokes in family parties, but I
Look in there, see if you
don't know
can't
about your family
give us
parties.
some comic relief here. We haven't had a joke.
I'm not that funny.
Look in there and see if there are some jokes.
Dear cousins.
I have a new, what dear?
No. Sorry.
I have a new joke for you folks. A man had a pet, a centipede. He was a good pet. They got along together fine. And the pet is in his box, and the man goes to the box and calls through the cover, "Centipede, let's go to lunch." It's noontime. Not an answer. 1 o'clock. "Centipede, I know a great place down on Main Street where we can eat. It's delicious. Let's go." Silence. 2 o'clock. Man goes to the box and says, "Centipede, I'm hungry. Let's go eat." And the centipede says, "I heard you the first time. I'm putting on my shoes." What's that, honey?
I couldn't find any jokes in there.
Look again.
Okay, I'll keep looking. The Folsom Family Bulletin.
This woman went on a diet, and wouldn't you know, the next day she's in the neighborhood of her favorite pastry shop.
Aha! I found them. Keep going.
And she says, "If I find a parking place and it's meant for me to go into the pastry shop." Well, she found the parking place after 8 times around the block. Read us some jokes, Cassie.
A man was married 25 years and wanted to give his wife a bouquet of flowers. "What's your favorite flower?" She said Pillsbury. Teenagers brighten up at home. They never turn off the lights. I'm so guilty of that. The couple got married so late in life, Medicare picked up 80% of the honeymoon.
Medicare picked up 80% of the honeymoon.
The Grand and Seeable Potentate will not attend tonight's meeting with his wife, will not let him out of the house. That's a
That
joke? Yeah, it's a joke.
This is the Folsom Family Association of America Incorporated. They just completed their